Welcome, my people. Welcome. Thanks for joining, everyone. Guys, please share the video. Share the video. I greet you. Thank you, my people. Sorry, Daniel Sage, Musa Saleh, I greet you all. Let me use a moment to share this on the other pages, please. Let me share it. Holy. We are live on YouTube too, guys, in case. We are also live on YouTube. Holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another fraudster. Holy. Nnamdi Kanu is another fraudster. Bonjour. Fadiga, I greet you, Tochi. I cancelled the event on the 14th. You didn't get the memo. Didn't you get the memo? I cancelled it. So, I greet you all. My people, welcome. Please let me share the YouTube stream. Those of you on YouTube, I can't see you. I miss you all too. That will have one comment on YouTube. On YouTube. I miss you all too, Cheesy Mark. Of course, I will be there to investigate it. Hey, one bingo is here. In Azamwa Jesus, one monkey. Hey, yeah, like and share everyone. Yeah. Like and share. Copy. Please let me use a moment and share the YouTube stream on pages also. It will give it the boost. When you share the YouTube stream, it will give it a boost. And I've been promising you YouTube exclusive. Adachi is Anyanwu. I greet you all. Umokoko, are you here? Umokoko, I know you have been missing me. My bingos. If you people don't hear my voice like this, ọ na-adị ka ihe na-eme unu. Ọ na-adị ka ihe furu unu, ọ na-adị unu ka unu. Don't worry, your master is back and better. At least you can see how I'm looking. Let me be blocking Umokoko. Umumugu, stop coming here. Wazani, Tafida, Gazama. Umubingo. Umubingo. Who say fake account? Me, I don't get fake account na pages. I get many pages. Osama, I greet you. My people, I want to thank you so much for joining me this wonderful morning. As you may have noticed, I haven't been around for a long time, and that's because of the because of my health condition. Okay, it's because of my health condition. I wasn't feeling fine. I wasn't feeling all that okay. That was why I took a break, and they gave me 2 weeks to rest. And the 2 weeks is supposed to elapse this week, but come on, here we are. I just need to start coming back gradually. Okay, some people said I was poisoned. It depends on what you mean by poison. No one poisoned my food. I didn't ingest any poison through food. Okay, it's water poisoning. Uh, I haven't all this water. You be at the road, maybe on the move, and you want to take some water. I don't know whether the water was filtered very well or not. So all that joined together, coupled with the high rate of Anopheles mosquito in Abuja right now, which everyone can attest to. So that contributed to it. Yeah, I greet you all, my people. Yeah, thank you. I hope you all can hear me very well. Please let me share the video, share the stream. Let our people know that you are here. Now, let's start with the Anambra State election that is coming up on the 6th of November 2021. The 6th of November is upon us. Today is 19th. Today is 19th. 12 days from today, this month will be over. Then 6 days later, that is in 18 days, there will be an election. And whether they like it or not, there must be an election. This is when you know whether the state still has the power to control every inch of Nigeria, every nook and cranny of Nigeria, or the idiots that are making noise online. This is when you know the people that actually have the power to dictate what happens. The government, when the government keeps quiet, it seems as if the government doesn't know what to do. And that's when you see all these idiots, all these criminals coming to make noise, do everything. And ask yourself, if these people have taken over Southeast, why do we still have Dave Umahi as the governor of Ebonyi State? Why do we still have Emmanuel Ugwuanyi as the governor of Enugu State? Why do we still have Hope Uzodinma as the governor of Imo State? Why do we still have Okeze Ikpeazu as the governor of Abia State? And why is Willie Obiano still the governor of Anambra State? That's to show you that authority still stands. But the thing is this: these people will be playing. They will be abusing the goodness of the government. The good way of the federal government. We all saw what happened in Izombe. They started shouting, "Hey, the Izombe killings! They are doing this and that." Meanwhile, those people went and killed soldiers first. They went and killed soldiers. There is no country. Sorry, there is no country you can go to, and you see people that call themselves a separatist group get away with killing soldiers or policemen. Just any government person you touch, any law enforcement agent you touch, you will bring disaster. There is only one response to it, and that is heavy-handedness. And I can tell you, President Muhammadu Buhari has exercised so much restraint that I don't know a single person who ruled Nigeria since 1999 that will tolerate that. Nobody will tolerate that nonsense. But when you see people abusing the goodwill of the government, it seems as if the government is too weak. No, the government is not weak. It's because the government is not playing by your own rules. And if you notice, the same people killing innocent people, the same people harming innocent businessmen and women, destroying small businesses, will be the one to tell you, hey, that the president is evil. The president is this. They have come to destroy our life. Meanwhile, you are the one destroying the lives and properties of your own people. Ever since this thing started, there is no day these people have threatened the markets in Katsina State. They've not threatened the markets in Oyo State. They've not threatened the markets in Delta State. They've not threatened the markets in Zamfara. Everything they are doing is at the detriment of their own people. Are you understanding it? Because if you say you love your people, you shouldn't just be saying it. You will show it by your character. And every step of the way, these people have shown themselves to be evil monsters. And I don't even need to call them monsters. These are just cowards. Criminal-minded cowards. These people are criminally insane. From the destruction of properties to the killing of ordinary people. You have army barracks everywhere. You have military cantonments everywhere, dotted all around the land. And not one have they sacked. They've not sacked a single one. Now, the government, you people say you are looking for the soldiers. Okay, soldiers have been brought to you to Olu. They've been brought closer to your doorstep. And what have you people done ever since? Nothing. Nothing. Which shows you that their noise is because of the silence of the federal government. Okay? It's because of the silence of the federal government. If the federal government decides to go all out against these people, believe me, they stand no chance. They stand no chance. And these people, they are playing by the rule they set for themselves, which is destruction of innocent properties to create fear. Fear. Showing that they are terrorists. What's terrorism? It is using fear and intimidation to achieve a political goal. And what do you think they are doing? What do you think they are doing? This is sheer terrorism, and there is no other way you can describe it. You can't describe it any other way. This is pure terrorism. Terrorism at its best and worst, depending on how you are looking at it. You went and killed Chika Kuni. It raised the noise. And believe me, after the funeral of Chike Akuni, everyone will just forget about it, just like they've forgotten every other person they've killed. Okay? Just like they've forgotten every other person they've killed. Now, count the cost of this nonsense. Remember when this thing started last year? I told you, the moment this guy would fail them, he promised them that he would give them Biafra in December 2020. That if he doesn't give them, they should know that Elohim did not send him. Eh? And I told you that Biafra he will not deliver. But one thing he will do is that they will use violence to cover up for their failures. To cover up, someone is asking me who killed him. So you didn't see the boys that killed him when they were at Fort Joshua? Eh? You didn't see the people that killed him when they were parading at Fort Joshua with their capes. They tied at their backs. With their fake audition. The guy ran into them. Okay? The guy ran into them. The guy ran into them. Just like Odala. Just like Odala. Ask yourself, how many prominent Igbo people have given their lives? I said something about Odala, which you people, please, if you are insulting all those people, indicate so I don't mistakenly block you. Now I'm using StreamYard. I asked you people, Odala they killed. How many youths depend on that guy for their future? How many, do you know how many people you've ruined their careers? Those footballers, the government is not investing in sports. Even when there's an opportunity to lift people out of poverty through sport, they will give the sport to mediocres who will just go there. Even if they fail in the trials, they will just start business there. But you see this guy set up a football club to take people out of poverty. Just a single person signing a club there will lift at least a family off of poverty. Just one person signing a football club. Do you know how much? Okay, check the exchange rate right now. Check the forex. Check the forex board. Any forex board around, look at it. If one person signs for maybe $1 million, we are talking about $500 million naira. We are talking about $500 million naira for one person. Now imagine where 10 signs for professional clubs and start earning money. By how much do you think their families' fortunes will change? And mind you, as these ones are moving up, other ones are joining. As they are moving, other ones are. This is a guy that is creating the type of job that your government failed to create. Even though I don't believe that government creates jobs, but the only thing government creates is a government job, and government jobs demand taxes for the workers to be paid. Or in the case of Nigeria, we have resources that we are mismanaging, which is basically printing money, yet we still borrow. The people that killed Odala, add all of them together in 10 lifetimes, they will never work half of that work. They started studying him. Hey, it's a business meeting. He have a business problem. What? What everyone saw. What everyone saw. The PG of Ogidi. Let me block one Okoko. The PG of Ogidi was robbed that day. In fact, they wanted to take him away. They wanted to kidnap him. Only that his vehicle refused to start before these ones ran into them. People saw them. People saw them there. This is not something that people are making up. People saw them, and you had survivors telling their stories. Telling their stories. They just killed that guy for nothing. Someone said, come and vote. You come and stop the voting that day. Come and stop the voting that day, since you people don't have sense. Since you people, since your heads can't reason, your empty skulls can't process the things you're seeing. Remember what they did in 2017? They told you, hey, there will not be election, no election, open Saturday. Then they made you to sit down. And at the end of the day, the sitting governor won the whole 21 local government areas. Eh? He won the whole 21 local government areas. What does that tell you? They initiated that nonsense to make people stay home so you don't vote him out, because by then he was already unpopular. And this is the same thing they want to play now, but it has failed him. It has failed him. You cannot use the same pattern to fool the masses 2 times. At least not on the bounce. Not on the bounce. You used it in 2017 and you want to use it in 2021. Makanaisha the high my feeling. Yeah? If it in whether you like it or not. And all these people that are abroad talking nonsense, they will not live with the consequences of that election. I'm telling you, they will not live with the consequences. No matter who wins, they are not going to come back home. Whoever wins, you are stuck with that person for at least the next 4 years, which was the same argument I made in 2011, 2017. That you will be stuck with whoever will be declared winner. The confused women in America have now told them, hey, if you start the Anambra election, then it will trigger automatic referendum. Who told you? Can you see how they are not just lying to our people, they are misinforming them politically. Okay? They are misinforming our people politically. Instead of giving them the real political education they need, they are there misinforming them. And mind you, some people have believed that nonsense. Mind you, some people have believed that nonsense, and each and every one of them saying that nonsense have a each and every one of them has a political party he or she is defending. Nelly Ofebu, pure PDP. Pure PDP. Didn't you see him on one of the Buruburu posters? Eh? Didn't you see him? Didn't you see her there? Even on a campaign ground. She was on a campaign ground. The photos, I believe China Sanwodo and Co. Released that photo because they've started exposing each other. Pure PDP. And you will be there shouting Biafra, Biafra. Listen, you don't want Biafra more than every other person that is not shouting about that. But the thing is this, where is the roadmap? There is none. What do you want to trigger? A plebiscite? Or the Montevideo Convention? Eh? Which one do you want to trigger? Okay, where is the roadmap? Do you have anybody in the parliament to demand it? Check when the Ukrainians, Eastern Ukrainians, Donbass and Donetsk, when they voted to join Russia, when they voted to join the Russian Federation, they had people in the parliament, and their anger was because they voted someone in, and the far right and the neo-Nazis, like pure Nazis, descendants of the people that worked with Adolf Hitler, removed the person courtesy of NATO and the European Union. NATO and European Union. What did those people do? Their own people in the parliament triggered that plebiscite. Okay? Triggered that plebiscite, and they joined. You don't even have anybody. You don't even have anybody in the parliament that is talking about that. Okay, look at Ifan Yuba is now saying, I went, I have requested to go and sit down the camp. So what? So what? Because you went to Alaba and all these industrial has started singing down the camel's praises just because of the election that is around the corner. You want to play both sides. You are now saying, if you want to see him, so what? Do you even need to come and be telling us? Do you need to come and be telling us? You go there and do your business. If you actually believe in that Biafra, Senator Ifan Uba, why are you not tabling the issue of Biafra on the floor of the Senate? Is anyone holding you? Eh? Is anyone holding you? What stops him from standing up in the red chamber and say, hey, this is what my people want and this is what I'm demanding? Demand it. He can't. These days, he is just playing to the gallery. He just wants to incite your lizard brain and nothing more. Okay? He is just inciting your lizard brain to make you feel as if he is doing anything, and he is doing absolutely nothing. He is doing absolutely nothing. And I'm telling you the gospel truth. If he's doing anything, okay, there is a session going on. There is a session ongoing at the National Assembly. What stops him from demanding it? They know that our people are politically illiterate. An average Igbo man does not even know how politics works. Let me tell you something. An average secondary school leaver in the north can name you every level in the civil service. They can tell you every rank in the police, in the military. But an average Igbo man does not even know whether the captain comes before the colonel or the colonel comes before the captain. That's because our civic education is very poor. How many times were you taught that in school? Please, even those of you that attended the best of schools in Igbo land, how many times have you been taught these things? How many students will you pull out now and they will tell you how government works? Look at your government teachers that are teaching you government in school. You find out that they don't even know anything. They don't even know anything. Now, it's only in Igbo land you see people, a group of people that are known as politicians, as if you shouldn't know how you are being governed. Every person is a politician. Because whether you like it or not, it's by the way of politics that you are being governed and controlled. Now, when you delegate that to a group of people, that is, you are giving them your trust. Let them do the political thinking for you. Let them do in fact, you delegated your political life to them. And now ask yourself, do these people you call politicians look like people you will give your village money to go? The answer is no. And what makes you think they are not lying to you? What makes you think they are not lying to you? Answer me. Answer me. What makes you think they're not lying to you? They are obviously lying to you. So many people were deceived by Nnamdi Kanu. Why? Because they trusted him. Okay? They trusted him. And they trusted the things he was saying. Now, those of us that started pointing out those lies, we are called enemies of their people. And someone will be shouting, hey, stop criticizing your own people. You mean I should sit down, seeing someone deceiving my people, and I would be letting the person carry out that deception? Do you know the damage it does to the mind of our people? Do you know the damage it does to the minds of our people? To some people, I am stopping Biafra. No. So many people actually believe that I am stopping Biafra. Okay? So many people actually believe it. A man in his room, just giving his opinion, is stopping Biafra. Okay, now ask them. When this guy told you people to bring out Sudan, I wanted to come and do a video to debunk that nonsense. The video he showed you people came from the movie Face Off. John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. Go and watch that video again. If you still remember that clip he showed you people, go and check it again. Go and watch Face Off again. If you've not watched it, it's a classic. It's a classic movie that most of us watch. Okay? He showed it to you. I wanted to come out and debunk that. People called me, and that time I didn't know that these are just a group of fraudsters based abroad. They said, leave it, we know it's not true, but at least it's for politics. No, of course, sometimes he knows it's not true. But do the people he was showing those things know that they were not true? It wasn't up until the day I started arguing with my own father. With my own father. And he was saying, that young man in Abuja. Hi! This man, this man. This man, this man now. You mean you people actually believe this? Now, ask yourself, why would someone consciously deceive these people with something of that gravity? No, who does that? Eh? Who does that? You did just a wholesale deception of your own people. Our people started sounding like dummies. Do you know how you sound to people when you are shouting that Jubilee Asuda? Yeah? Then they brought a religious angle to it. They brought a religious angle to it. That an Igbo man will be telling you that he is a Jew. Please, how old is Judaism on earth? Answer me this question. How old is Judaism on earth? I think I need to block one person that I'm seeing. How old is Judaism and how old is the Igbo nation? How can you give back to your father? Eh? How can you give back to your father? How old is Judaism? Then they will tell you, hey, look at the Star of David. You forgot that those people indulged in slavery and the European Jews were the actual slave owners. They owned the slave ships. Let me tell you how slavery worked those days. You have people, ship builders. They will be contracted to build a ship that will sail the seas by bankers. They are the ones that have the money. Now, the bankers will now get their warriors. These are people they use to invade people's land. Pirates. Pirates. That's why the British Navy is superior to the British Army. The only country where it's happening. And it started from the transatlantic slave trade. Now, those captains will be given the ship to man and given money by the British aristocrats. The aristocrats are under the monarchy. They are the lords, the landowners, the feudal landlords. Then those people will now go out and get criminals and people without lands, powerful men, and they built their weapons. They had their cannons, their small ships. In fact, what changed the game on our own shore was the Maxim machine gun. Now, those people will arm themselves, then set sail to whichever coast they believe is rich in resources. And when they can't get resources, they get enough people. That was how the British started coming in. Now, who were the bankers there? Check the century they started and check the people. Even start from Jacob Fugger. Start from Jacob Fugger, the Hanseatic League. Please, those of you in Germany, go and check the history of Hansa, Lubeck, all these places. And who were the people? They were European Jews. And who were they trading with? Without our own people that worked with them, they wouldn't have run the thing perfectly and effectively. So if you see a Star of David in the home of people that ran slavery, it should make you be wary of every history that is coming from that side. It is not for you to go and assume it as your own identity. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Somebody say, do you know more than the Igbos that know this man more than you? We shouldn't cry louder than the bereaved. How do they know him? Do they even know his father? Do you know that his father was a 419er? He was a catcher, a 419er. Go and ask, and the land racketeer. They told you he is a prince. All Jews of Kalu made his father an autonomous community, Igwe. Go and ask. Up until 1999, there was nothing like a monarch, an Eze in Afaruku Ibeko. Can we start from that? Do you even know that person you think you know? And you are telling me, elders, Don't you know that stupid people get older too? The 419ers of the 1970s and 80s are the elders ruling you today. Okay? You think all these boys that are doing Yahoo started it today? No, they learned from the people that went before them. And with the advent of internet, the proliferation of internet, where you can use your phone now to do things that hitherto you need a big satellite dish to do. They have it in their hands. That's why you see all these ones now. If not, they learned all this. Of course, he was a palm oil seller. And the palm oil na for bottle, no be drum. Not like the ones you do in a pipe. No. Drum, now they take sell the palm oil. Okay? Have you actually done your history? Have you done any research? It's easy to come here and fool you. I can shout all this all day Biafra for Monday tonight, and you will see people following me. But at the end of the day, what does it benefit me? Eh? What does it benefit me? What do I stand to gain by lying to you? You don't know how a society is organized. Any society built on lies can never prosper. I am telling you, any society, why do you think you have people now without jobs? You have graduates without jobs. It's because those graduates have nothing upstairs. How did they get admitted into school? We all know. Now their parents will bribe for them to be in school. When they get in there, the boys will be doing all manner of things just to pay the teachers for handouts and all those things. Some of them, the lecturers will be using them to carry out some dirty works. And they will tell you, oh, we don't join Confra. We are Confra people. The girls will sleep with the lecturers, or they will sleep with outsiders, then use the money to bribe them out. What do you think they will give you? You and I know that this is happening as we are discussing right now. Guess what? 20 years from today, the same people will be the ones to fill every public and private sector. Maybe in the private sector, it will be easy to weed them out. But in the public sector, once they are working with for the person that get the way they got into school and got out of school is the way they get into their jobs. Go there, you see them. Go outside now in this Abuja, you see guests move parading around with their certificate. They are ready to sleep with anyone. Most men, there are people specialized in sleeping with them, just promising them fake jobs that don't exist. Okay? Promising them fake jobs they will never give them. At the end of the day, how do you think you will have a stable society? How do you think? What you give is what you get. I shared a video on my pages yesterday by our brother Nose Jinka. Let me be blocking Umokoko. By our brother Nose Jinka. He said, if you don't prepare for today, believe me, whatever you sow today is what you will reap tomorrow. Parents started pushing their people, their children, to take sports that don't belong to them. The children of the poor were pushed out. Why do you have a shortage of doctors? Okay? Why do you have shortage of doctors right now? Because the people who should have been doctors were not given the opportunity to go to school. And it was also made expensive. Then you had a limited number of doctors. Those of them that spent money to become doctors, they can't stay here and work when they can go to Dubai and get well paid. Then if they can go to the UK, to Norway, to USA, to Canada, they will move there. Okay? They will move there for a better life. What are they going to come here and work for peanuts? What do they owe you? They owe you nothing. You did not give them scholarships. They suffer to get out of school. They suffer. Do you know how much the medicine students pay in textbooks? Do you know how much they pay in their research? Do you know how much their tuition is? Why don't we make medical schools free, especially government ones? Eh? Why don't we make it free? Make it free. You will see the children of the poor who have the talent. Then they will get into medical schools. Every year you will be graduating so many doctors and nurses. But when you have, you come to a school, you go to, you go to the science department, just only a handful of people. Even the Westerners you are seeing, they don't even have enough doctors. Why do you think in America they want to bring in doctors from Philippines and all these places? They followed some of them that refuse to take these their jobs. They want to import from abroad. Now, do you think a doctor in Nigeria will see such an opportunity to earn $4,000 every week and stay in Nigeria? It's not possible. What is he even staying for? His electricity, he pays for it and doesn't get it. No infrastructure. Industries are dead. Over there, the place has been leveled for them. And you want them to be tilting stones here? No, 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 no. It is not possible. This is the basic law of nature. This is how a system, a society collapses or stands. You follow the rules, you get whatever garbage in, garbage out. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. There is no miracle. Okay? There is no miracle anywhere. You can't miraculously change anything. All these idiots that are here around you can never amount to anything in life unless you change your way. You can blame the government for nothing tomorrow. Guess what? You have zero talent. You have nothing in your head. You can't even build anything with your hands. And somehow you believe that you, well, if you are lucky enough, you enter G, you get money, or you go and take risks that like every other person. If they catch you, you go to jail. If you succeed, you live life. Finish. Finish. There is no other way. There is no other way about it. Shout from now till tomorrow. Shout from now till tomorrow. Rant from now till tomorrow. Catch feelings from now till tomorrow. You can't change it. This is how life works. This is how life works. You will complain. Oh, at the end of the day, if you manage to have, most people you are seeing today will never raise a family. You see someone 35 years old, 40 years old, no child, nothing. What exactly are you living for? What exactly are you living for? And you are seeking happiness. You can't find happiness in things. You can only find fun in things. Because happiness comes from achievement. Okay? Fun comes from material wealth. Let me be blocking Umokoko. Do not mistake fun for happiness. If you are not achieving anything, believe me, you can never be happy. When you are having fun, it's just adrenaline flow in your head. In your head, that's all to it. And it's always attached to material things. That's why you see people, they drink to have fun. Some do drugs, some do this, some is women, then some women, they need men. All these things. That's why you can never get enough fun. Okay? Okay? You can never get enough of fun, but happiness comes from achievement. You keep bettering your life, you will die a happy man. It's not measured by wealth. It's measured by accomplishment. It's measured by accomplishments. Go and check it. Pretend all you want. Fool yourself all you want. What I am telling you is the bitter truth. Do you know why people don't want to take this thing? It's because it takes strength to think. The executive branch of your head, of your brain is here, and is just for something new. It processes new information, everything. And once you are using it, it takes power, it takes energy away from you. That's why you see it when you are reading certain books, you do get tired. It's because it's something, it's just like reading this book now. That goes work. Like I hardly read any book written in the 19th century. You know? I hardly read books written in the 19th century because by then they diluted everything. The classical Western education was dead. And all those people, these ones you are seeing, they were the ones that carefully studied the philosophers that were educated in Africa. So what they are giving to you is what they copied from you before destroying your land. When you are getting all those things new, you are processing those things. So many people don't have that mental strength to do it. Okay? You don't need the executive branch of your brain to drive if you're a good driver, unless you are a learner. That's why when you are learning, oh, I must do this, oh, the gear, this, that. But when you are a professional into it, you just do it without thinking, then it has gone to your lizard brain. You just do it intuitively. Okay? Maybe blocking Umokoko. That's why it's very difficult for people to do the hard work. They'd rather believe that simple thing. Why do you think all these pastors are catching the mood? Because miracle does not need you to work, it's just luck. And they will come every day, you will hear testimony, oh, this, that this, I did this, the Lord did for me, the pastor prayed for me, this and that. Go and check all these ones that are being declared wanted now for one Ponzi scheme or another. Go and check them. They are big titans. Then when you see them, you don't even know what they are doing behind the scenes to make money. And because they are there, oh, hey, our pastor, the testimony this brother gave. Do you know God can do anything? This and that. And you begin to believe in fantasy. You begin to believe in fantasy. Before you know it, you will leave the real hard job. And who doesn't want an easy life? Who doesn't want an? Every human being is wired to easy life. That's why you see people inventing things. Oh, you need to invent the refrigerator because when it's hot, you need cold water. Necessity. We are wired to easy life. That's why you see people trying to do things that will make jobs easier. But then there is a difference between those that actually want to do it pragmatically and those that will just wait for it to just happen. And those out of a million of them that are waiting for it to just happen, maybe only 5 will succeed. Now, what are the odds that you will succeed by just waiting for it to happen? What are the odds? We missed everything. Parents stop teaching children. We believe that you will learn it in school. No, your school should start from parenting. That's where a child's education starts. Most of the people you see that are doing all this nonsense, watch their parents empty heads. And you can directly link them to slavery. During slavery, when they were stealing people and sending them to the other side, across the Atlantic and the Mediterranean Sea, they were stealing teachers. They were stealing people that should hold the society together. Then you begin to have limited knowledge. Then you add it to wars, tribal wars, and every other thing. Have you seen it? You begin to have children growing on their own, their brains will just anywhere benefits. Anywhere benefits. Let me be blocking Umokoko. Everything is just anywhere benefits. You have people that their fathers never sat them down to teach them a single thing. Those are the people that are following all these criminals. You see somebody educated us. Educated in what way? What does he know? What does he know? Yeah? What does he know? A crook that was copying my work. What? Okay, why did I tell you that you will run away from that open debate he called? It's because after his people came and told me to enter it, then I entered it. His friends started calling me, please withdraw from that thing. It's not just a, I laughed. I said, okay. Then I came out and told you people that this criminal will run from that debate. What happened at the end of the day? Did he run or not? And if you don't have anything in your brain, any novel thing that passes around you will seem legit to you. But when you've educated yourself, you are well equipped to detect lies from truth. When you have been equipped for the future, nobody will just bamboozle you. Nobody will just bamboozle you. It doesn't happen. It will never happen. Of course, he ran away now. Of course, he ran away. He ran, he disappeared. Jubri here. He ran. And when one thing about our people is that all these crooks in the political class know how to fool our people. They know how to tap into the pain of the civil war. Now, where they will just say, hey, Uncle Lee, Nkani. For how long will this Nkani attitude destroy us? For how long? Oh, sorry, I didn't block the idiot. I only deleted him. Comment again. Let me block your ass. For how long will this Nkani? Apga is supposed to be Nkani, right? Okay, go and see how Nkani rendered on a better place. The same Nkani, the same Nkani, our own. Apga is supposed to be our own. Now look at Apga in Anambra State. Now look at APC in Kaduna State. Why hasn't Nkani made Anambra better than Kaduna State? Is the president owing them a dime? No. And they can't even educate their people politically, knowing pretty well that when they educate their people politically, their people will now hold them responsibility for the dire state of our land. I saw the other day, one guy was lamenting his truck. He was trying to move his crates of beer. His truck got stuck there on the road, and one truck fell, another one was about falling there, his own got stuck there. They need to offload and reload on another truck for him to continue his journey. That is extra money he's paying. Then at the end of the day, saying, I'm an the federal government at the time. You know that the federal government will block the issue. The federal government does not remember us. You are standing on a state road that should have been taken care of by your own government, and you are calling the federal government. Do you know why they didn't educate you? If they had educated you, you would have been calling on your governor to fix it, and it is his job. It is his job. I'm happy that Aba women protested the other day. If the criminal Nnamdi was outside, those women would be there waiting for Biafra before that road would be fixed. Even though World Bank gave her what? $56 million. $2 million is 1 billion naira. $2 million is 1 billion naira. And the state governor is sitting on it. You people did not raise a voice. You raised nothing. No one blinked, and they allowed him to be eating that money. Very soon, his administration will be over, and those roads will be there. Women will be walking in dirty water. Dirty water. Men and women contract infections differently. Now, that woman will contract one disease and go and transfer it to the husband. Before you know it, they will share it amongst them. The husband probably has a girlfriend. He will give it to the girlfriend. The girlfriend will now give it to another. Before you know it, you will see sicknesses everywhere. Now, your pastors will be telling you it's because of sin. Now, define that sin. You wouldn't know that it's because of this road that they refuse to fix. This, man. May help come faster before the whole place is destroyed. Watch the whole land. A land you bought in Igbo land for 3.5 million naira last 3 years. Now, how much will you sell it? Who will even buy it? Who is investing? Yeah? Who is going to invest there? Now, compare that with the land you bought for 2 million naira in Lagos 3 years ago. Or the one you bought in Abuja. Yeah? Check it. This is how the whole place is. And people are there fooling people. Hey, there will not be election. No election. No election. Guess what? There will be an election. Those of you back home listening to all those idiots abroad, guess what? You are the ones that will live with the consequences of what will happen on the 6th of November. A winner must emerge, whether you like it or not. So you better start working for yourself. All those ones are not going to come back unless this place is fixed. Most of them that are making noise, when they come back, they just stop at Lagos or Abuja. Finish. Finish. If they don't stay in Lagos, they will stay in Abuja. The closest you will see them is Port Harcourt. Or when they go to Imo State, they will just stay within Owerri. Finish. Finish. And the whole place is when was check between year 2000 and 2010. How many new buildings were finished in your community? Between 2010 and 2015, how many? Now, between 2015 and 2020, how many? Who is still building? Who is still building? Do you know that those constructions happening in the villages were the power behind the economy of your community? Are they going to hire people from outside your community to do the job? No, it's people from the community. But now that it's not working, why do you think you have all the high rates of joblessness in the village? Why? Because no one is investing there anymore. Instead of you to listen to experts, to actual technocrats, you are listening to fraudsters. They kind never had a job before, other than a part-time barber. Brixton barber, he was barbing in Brixton, and he only barbs children. Their mothers will bring them there because he knows how to shout at them. He will frighten them for them to sit down and cut their hair. Finish. MC. When they say he was an MC, show me a single occasion he MC. Has he headlined any occasion? No. Just children's birthday. Children's birthday, they will just call him and give him extra 2 minutes. Then kai finish. One bottle of Jack Daniels, finish. Near 50 pounds, so you go moto nke aga. Someone that has never had a single job, and till tomorrow, onye na-azụ ngwongwo ka onye na-arụ ji mma, because ngwongwo demand trading. Ọ gote side a igoro ya chip ụzọ ị ga-esi ga ka ọ ga-esi bata eji uche eme ya. Nke ọzọ ọ ka ị na-aghọrị mmadụ n'ịntanetị o weta ego enwezie one tool ị nweta ndị ọzọ nweta share with you iwere na-arụ ihe na finish you be blocking ụmụ okoko. Now when you people that never had any job before, Benjamin Mwadubuku came back from Russia with nothing. Now you know why he jumped into this IPOB nonsense. He goes up and Darlington from Senegal. Nothing. Emmanuel Kanu was deported from Germany. Maka wash. So how are those people going to tell you how to fix a society? What do they know? They made go business before. Yeah? Has you got here before? Have you gone before? Have run go this before? Have they taken any actual risk? Do they even know how business works? Go and check. All these ones that were building factories those days in our place. Okay? Egungungu ka eji wuo awada rụsa ihe niile maka ndị nke ọ mgbere ka ha na-atụ azụta ewere mepe biznes ka emepere biznes a eme ndị mmadụ employ. Mana onye na-atụ akwụkwọ ka biznes ọ ga-eme kon biznes ọma anya kemgbe ọ ga-azụ unu hapụ ndị 419 achịrị unu n'anya kai ọkwa ezigbo arụ ọkwa ezigbo arụ ndị be anyị agbachi nkịtị ụmụ ekperima achịrị unu na-agbada kai na ọ gaghị adịrị ndị mere ahịhịa mma. I'm telling you, I'm trying to invite to post the link here. I'm trying to post the link. Okay, let me copy it to clipboard. Why can't I comment it? Yeah. Hi. We're using this tablet, and if I use the computer, it will not. If we have anyone that wants to come on, you can tell me. Okay, let me share the link in our WhatsApp group, so anyone who wants to come on can follow it. We really need to get things right before our place is totally ruined. It's already ruined. I mean it. We've ruined the land and the land has rejected us. I'm telling you. We've ruined the land and it has rejected us. Asị na-asị ngwa n'ịnọcha anụ na Germany bata ihe na-aba n'aka Nigeria bịa na village unu ka anyị pụọ n'iro ka ụmụazị were gị shine pụta ka ụmụazị were gị shine ya nke abụọ ji ebi ya ị na-afụ ya n'anya ozugbo. Well, let me share the link here. Just give me some minutes, please. //streamyard.com /52 /52 HX73 BJUN. Yeah. Okay, here's the link. Let me share it. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the okay. I've shared the link in our comment listing. Block. Yeah, of course, everything is self-inflicted. Everything is self-inflicted. Every damage we are seeing in our place is self-inflicted. There is no other way to put it. There is no other way. Anybody that got that, okay, we have a guest. Musa Saleh is here. How to stream. My brother.
Yeah, Mr. Gino, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. How are you?
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine, my brother. And you?
It has been a while.
Man, I've been trying to
So
recover.
I want to use this opportunity to pray to God Almighty that I serve to grant you more health and more wisdom, because
Thank you.
it's not easy. As I have always maintained that the truth is very, very bitter. No matter what you do or what you say, people will understand that you are saying the truth, but to reverse from the earlier belief they have it's going to be very difficult, and it's going to be maybe sometime too late, so to say.
Yeah.
Since the topic is specifically about the Anambra election, also to say the Southeast,
Yes.
Mr. Gile, I always maintain these people that are busy ranting, you have just mentioned some names that all of them are jobless. They are just looking for soft landing, to use the blood of the people to get what they want.
Mm-hmm.
To buttress my point today, if the IPOB are finding it very easy to gather money for arm purchase or for transmitter or for server, why can't they use that opportunity to create job to their people if they so love the people?
Oh.
Ejele, going by the statistics of the people that die because of this belief of Biafra, can anyone stand to tell us how many of the family of the people that lose their life have been helped? Money wise, job wise, no one can tell you.
Yeah.
If I'm going to give example to so that it's going to be very clear to the listeners, this guy in Finland, he is busy now seeking for an election in Nigeria. But at the same time, hello, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Can you hear me? Yeah, at the same
I'm hearing you.
time, he will come online. Hello?
I'm hearing you. Go on. Go on. We can hear you. Go
Okay.
on. It's
At the
it's
same
showing
time, he
from
will
your
come
side.
online telling people that there's not going to be an election in Anambra State, which I believe, if I am not mistaken, he has no any business investment in Nigeria. There is none of his family living in the southeast, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. But at the same
Yes.
time, he will be the person instigating you to go and attack the army or fight the government. And he is there enjoying his life with his family, seeking for an election
Yes.
and telling you there's not going to be election in
Mhm.
Nigeria. Does that really make sense?
No.
How irrational would someone be and believe these fraudsters coming online? The new video I'm even seeing now, someone will just close his face and be talking nonsense. And what baffles me a lot, Mr. Ejili, people will see this truth and they will be sympathizing with the truth. It baffles me a lot. For example, now, you will see a pastor just because he see the gathering of people in his church, and he will be saying, I give the government ultimatum of 24 hours to release Nnamdi Kanu. If not, so person something will happen. And yet nothing will have happened. Nothing. The last time I heard Pastor Mbaka, he was saying that if the federal government do not release Nnamdi Kanu, that something will happen. And it has passed. So now he is coming with another one again, looking for a cheap
Hey.
popularity with the blood of innocent people. It's very, very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. They have made the southeast to be what? To be a war zone now. No any business
It's
person will
because
go to those there.
it's because the wolves are the foxes are guarding the hen house. That is the problem.
And like you have rightly said in the earlier presentation of the program, I believe there is no any president that have tolerated these people so much like President Muhammad Buhari.
Of course,
It's even
of
turned to like
course.
maybe the government do not even know what to do about them. It's not maybe they're just watching them. Like this guy in Finland now, if
Yeah.
the government is really serious, he'll be brought back to Nigeria. I'm telling you,
Immediately,
immediately.
within 48 hours.
But just because the government are just keeping quiet, keeping moderate, try maybe to leave a landing soft landing ground for everybody, they are making out anyhow. There's one guy is he in UK? What do you call it? Is he in Sima or Yesima, something there? I don't know his name.
Nsima.
In Sima. This guy is from Akwa Ibom. He's from Akwa Ibom State. But he will be online
Yes.
saying that sit at home must continue. But has he ever imposed it at home in Akwa Ibom or in University Cross River?
For where? For
And
where?
at the same time, those people, because they think that the Igbo people have been skeptical with the truth, and they will follow him at the same time. But the best question to ask me is that go and impose it at home in Akwa Ibom before we can believe you.
Uh-huh.
That
Or
is not.
Efe, or Efe, or the one
Oh,
they call Efe.
thank you
Efe
very
will
much.
be shouting. Worry is open for business. So nobody is doing any nonsense in Worry. But they will be telling you, we must sit at home, this and that. And people who believe they are the smartest black tribe are there. Others are helping them to ruin their land.
Exactly.
Hi.
Like this coastal Biafra boys. What is his name? Enajiti. He will be there online shouting. And you are from Delta State or something like that. Have never it been a day where there is and sit at home in Delta State.
Oh, no.
So Mr. Jile, no problem.
Thank you
The
so
truth
much,
has
my brother.
time has already vindicated you to for them to see the light. Anybody
Yeah.
who has ears to hear the truth, you should hear, because life is only one. Once it's taken, it's taken. Nobody will replace it for you. So I pray to
Uh-huh.
Almighty God to protect you and also to guide you. I salute you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother, for your wonderful contribution. Let me bring on our brother Henry. Uh-huh. We have another guest. It's CH. Uh-huh. Welcome. You are in the stream.
Hello?
Welcome, my brother Chimeze.
Hello?
Chimeze, yeah, you are on. You are on. You are on. No, our brother said something. This Roberto Carlos Pedro, the fake account. You said Boko Haram is finishing you in North and you come here talking rubbish. No, he doesn't want your place to be like his own place. Okay? He doesn't want you to rule your land the way they ruined their own place. When Boko Haram started, this is how it started. The government is not giving you anything. The government is not working for you. The government is not doing this. And they started burning police stations, killing policemen. Once they removed the people that protect the society, their true colors showed. Go to Osu-Itopa now and see what is going on. How many people from Osu-Itopa still go to their villages? Hmm? Please, some people will want to come in, but they don't have the link. If you are in our group, if you are in our group, please copy that link and comment it here. Let people who are not in the group join, because I don't know, I can't post the link here. Okay, let me even do it myself. Yeah, fools will be there. If you worry, Worry is safe. I went to Worry. You don't hear anything about Biafra. You don't hear anything about Biafra there. Nothing. In Worry, I don't hear. You can't see any noise about Biafra over there. But come to our place and see. come to our place, that girl will be there telling you people will do this, you will do that, kill them, do this, do that. Eh? Eh? Do this, do that, kill people, do that, do like this, do like that. And you people are taking it. It's a shame. Please let me comment this thing here. So anyone who wants to join can use the stream. Thank you, Ali Gofu. There, you use this link. Anyone who wants to come on can use this link. I think our brother is back. Chimeze is back. How to stream? Yeah, my brother, you are on the stream. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Ijele.
Good morning, my brother. How's everything?
I'm good. Sorry, the earlier time technology was playing on me, so I had to check my connection and everything. Good thing you're back, healed and healthy, and you don't know how malicious these guys are. Can you believe someone sent me a message on, is a friend here, that there's a kind of malicious post on social media that you're in critical condition, you need prayers and blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't help but laugh it off. Basically, good morning to everyone who is listening to Ijele Speaks. You've been doing such a good job. I have to give it up. I say so much thank you for what you're doing. The truth is, it is only in a country like Nigeria that these things happen. Look at Ghana. Ghana will not tolerate anybody gaslighting their environment. I do not want to mention any European country, American country, right? There is a comedian, a Ghanaian, who, threatened people on social media. The police have arrested him.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, when this issue of this cattle rustling came up in Ghana, straight away it was checkmate and put to an end.
Immediately.
Now, what is happening in the Southeast is so unfortunate in the real sense that people that should actually engage, which is, the government, socio-cultural group. I mean, we have intellectuals who can sit down analytically, see where this thing is going to take us to. At least someone like you and other Blessedom, Emeke Mezue, and some other persons, Diokpa George, who has been adding their voice since mid last year. You know the direction it was going. We have political scientists, we have social commentators, we have people who can put two and two together. And you know what? This is going to lead to this direction. But why the silence? That is the question. Now, the government on its own, they are not interested. Like you rightly said, Andy Oba only tried to do this thing because of his political patronage.
Ifeanyi Oba.
Sorry, Ifeanyi Oba. Now, people need to ask themselves a question. Have they done their research? Now, most of them will argue they need to have a militia group. From all the lies, it's no longer Israel, they're allied. It's no longer US. It's now Ambazonia, another criminal group in the bush. Can people wake up? At the end of the day, even in Northern Ireland, why they had their Irish Republic Army, which is a militia wing, they had a political party. People need to go and study the 1997 Gentleman's Agreement brokered by the then US President Bill Clinton. Today, Nigeria will soon have an election. Where are all the political, where are all the agitating groups? Where are Solid One Nation? Where are pro-Biafran? Why are we not lining up for politics? Have we come to form a political party or try to associate with a political party and the government cuts it out? The answer is no. Even those of them in Europe and America, what have they learned? Even, like for example, even animal rights. You have MPs in the parliament that are animal lovers that are there projecting for the right of animals. And not to mention other, spheres of life. Now, my point I'm making, when it comes to this issue of Biafra or whichever, secessionist group, which of the lawmakers can stand on that green chamber or the red chamber to put a motion that this is what my constituents are demanding? Now, no matter the amount of protests you make in front of United Nations in New York or the EU, you are nothing but a useful noisemaker. People need to understand. Let me say this. Every agitating group needs to understand this in Nigeria. Nigeria is not the only country having issues. In fact, truth be said, Nigeria do not have a proper secessionist group. What we have is just a group of people using circumstantial evidence to propagate their hate message. When you look countries like Denmark, Greenland has been there for years. A well-established secessionist group. You look countries like Spain, you have the Catalonians, the Catalans. Scotland is there. Now, if you look in Canada, you have the Quebec region. What am I saying?
Even in America, you have people in California. Who've been calling for secession.
Now, thank you. Did people watch the demonstration when they did the Native Day in America, where Christopher Columbus statues was demolished? Now, look at South Africa. You have the EFF, the parliament. In all of this, we need to take advantage of the politics. Get involved. Today, parties are doing their primaries, conferences. There's no agitating, there's no member of these groups in there. What stops up from having a political opinion? What stops up from getting involved in politics? First and foremost, you need to discuss this thing from the parliament. It cannot be discussed on social media. Yes, the sensitization, the message is far-reaching. Everybody have heard it. Everybody understands there's a grievance. How do you address the grievance? That is the question. You don't go by guerrilla warfare. You don't go by violence. You don't go by attacking symbols of authority. If you do that, the country is going to come for you. Let people ask this thing now. Let's ask. I want to make something clear. The difference between Muhammadu Buhari and myself as a Nigerian, he's just the president. He has the political power. For us to get what we want, we need to get involved in politics. How now, when we did a head count, we have 5 eastern states. Because from my understanding now, the Biafra thing is just for the 5 eastern states. Because all their shenanigans, sit at home, it doesn't cross the 5 eastern states. So when we do the maths now, 3 times 5 is 15. Which of our senators is a pro-Biafran senator? Which of them can stand in the red chamber and put a motion before the Senate president, even if it's been turned down, that listen, there is agitation going on in my region. This is what my constituents are asking for. They want to break away from Nigeria. And now, secondly, has any of the, pro-Biafran group, I don't want to mention Oduduwa, I want to focus on pro-Biafran because I'm a Biafran. Has any of us officially submitted a letter to the Senate and to the presidency? There are ways to go about things. Nigeria is a sovereign country. Let nobody deceive anybody about it. Those of them in diaspora calling Nigeria a zoo, how many of them would land at Moretala Mohammed Airport or Abuja Airport or whichever airport that would not go through migration? Why don't they land and jump the counter and run into the country? They have to be on queue. And either they queue on the Nigerian passport side or the foreign passport, you have to be stamped in by the Nigerian migration. The truth is, Nigeria can have a problem, lawlessness, corruption, things like I said to people, the major issue of Nigeria is not corruption because every country is corrupt. The major issue is we don't have a yardstick that we can say
no functional system, a dysfunctional system.
That is just the problem.
Dysfunctional system.
You understand? Now, how many of them would land, even if they disguise themselves? Why don't they get off the plane, walk through and jump the counter and run into the country. You have to wait. The immigration officer has to stamp you. And if by random search, either the customs or the NDLA or any of the officials within the airport stops them, they will stop and subject themselves to be searched. Why deceive the gullible? That is where my anger lies. Nobody is stopping anybody from demanding for a country. Nobody is stopping anybody from agitating. But the question is, do it the right way. Do it the proper way. There are tenets of international law which no country will violate on your behalf. In 2017, when the Catalan declared illegal independence, Spain invoked, the government in Madrid invoked Section 155 and stopped it. Why did the European Union not compel Spain to let Catalan go? It's a local politics. How many of us have gone online to search the document to register a country? It's on United Nations website. It's just 2 pages. There are, there are requirements you need to fulfill. The Montevideo Convention, no country can, there's no shortcut to it. There's no cutting corners. And fulfilling that means you have to do it locally. Before both countries can go side by side to United Nations under the 1945 Charter to register. Today, there's an election that will come up in Nigeria in 2023. Where are the pro-Biafran groups? Where are the Oduduwas? Why are we not lining up? Apart from PDP and APC, which other political party in Nigeria has a different ideology? But when you look elsewhere, in the world, like the 2 major parties in America, the Republicans and Democrats, that's what most people know. But down the line, you have other political parties which stands for ideology.
Dream Party.
You understand? Now, if you go to Germany, you have the Christian Party. They have the ideology, which is Anglo-Macron Party. You go to France, they have political parties that stand for ideology. Nigeria, no political party has any ideology. It's just APC, PDP. The rest are just like get together. Today, we have opportunity to float a political party. Why you want to sustain your militia wing? You have to have a political party. Now, if there are cause for discussion, who is going to sit on that table as a pro-Biafran to discuss with the Nigerian government? Nobody. The 1997 agreement, the gentleman's agreement that gave right to the devolution of power, when the opportunity came, the Irish Republican Army, their political party were there to discuss on their behalf. Is it the same senators? Is it Okorocha that we can discuss Biafra for us? Or is it Ina Baribe? Or is it, what do you call him? All these our senators, T.O.G., Oji Zokalo. Or is it Nnamani? Which of them? This is where we are missing out. This is where we are clearly missing out. We need to be on board politically. So that when the opportunity comes, we will sit down and discuss and negotiate. Today, if there is going to be a negotiation or whatever form of discussion, which pro-Biafran members will be in that table, sitting down? None. Go to the Oduduwa, none. Before we realize that Tinubu will become the next president, we'll still crying the same thing. It is high time we all have a political party. Get in their fold.
My brother, hold it on there. Babatunde, you are welcome to the broadcast. Please wait.
Good morning, my brother. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning to my brother in diaspora. You are doing a nice work. I always love your contribution. And if we have many people like you speaking out, maybe Nigerians will wake up from this slumber of what will I call it? I've forgotten the English I want to use. So gullibility, too gullible. And they know that most politicians know that, our leaders know that, our religious leaders knows that. So they took advantage of that gullibility. It is few Nigerians that will try and say, okay, let me just cross-check what this person is saying. Is it true or not? Only few. If you have come out and be the second Nnamdi Kanu now, you know how many followers, you know how much you will have made by deceiving people. Okay, In my comment section, I said those in diaspora, most of them, they want to see this country go into flames. I don't know why. I don't know why. But if you now try to say, okay, this is not like this, so this is how things are. Is either they report you to Facebook, they will block you, or you will see them commenting. They will be commenting. Okay. Files was saying that okay, those people in Lekki they are going to do Lekki Remembrance Day. So I now comment. You see those people that are commenting, you see they are now saying all some rubbish, you are a fool, you are this, you are must I must I follow what you follow? Okay,
No.
look at this problem of Biafra. I advised one Igbo man yesterday. I said, let me tell you something. Look at what Tinubu is doing. He has been in opposition for all his years. He's building gradually. Don't be surprised, like what my brother said. Don't be surprised tomorrow that he's going to become. You can only fight anything that any menace or anything that the government is doing by joining a serious political party.
Yes.
To do that, okay, they don't want to do that. They just want look at how they are killing people in Anambra everywhere. And those people, I will just sit down in my house now. I will just say, go and do this. And some people will just go out and be killing. What about those people that died? Ojukwu fought this same struggle with millions of people that lost their life. What did they achieve? I mean, what do we achieve by killing our fellow human being just because we want to make a point? I don't know. We have problem in this country. It's only God that can help us to solve it. If you
It's
love the
not God that will solve it for us. So it's you and I that will solve it, like by educating the people. You know, these people.
that is we still need God, because I don't know what is really going on in this our beloved country. We have my mother is from Kwale, my father is a Yoruba man, I'm a Muslim. Sure, you understand? So I'm caught across
Yeah.
the three region. Okay, so and most of the time when we come together, we do businesses. We can travel, no, but no, that's what they have turned southeast to. They want to. There is unrest there because the government cannot just fold their hands. If the President Muhammad Buhari is not that calm, he will have declared state of emergency in so many states.
Of course. Of course.
The governors, see, look at what is happening in America now. Trump is now becoming the godfather with selling lies to the people, and the people in the house, they cannot say anything because Trump now has the power to remove, to turn the people against the senators or the representatives. So they are now afraid. That is what is happening now in the southeast too. They don't want to talk, so that if Nnamdi Kanu say, okay, don't do this, don't do that, because of their political gain.
My brother, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you what you don't understand. No, Nnamdi Kanu does not control the politicians. The politicians own him. So they are just using him to distract the people. Because the more the people are shouting Biafra, Biafra, is the more they are not asking their governors what they are doing with their monthly allocations. So you are getting it all wrong. He doesn't control the politicians. The politicians control him. In fact, he is on their payroll. That is what is happening. Please use 2 minutes to wrap it up. Let me bring someone else.
I listened to one of the Biafran persons says, I listened to the thing he says. I was just perplexed that what is going on in this country. If people like you did not come out, things
That we are losing you. Let me bring on. Okay, we have my brother Henry Chimezie. You can go on now.
I'm gonna put you on hold for a few seconds. Can you log in now? Okay, then take care now. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. Sorry, my brother Jilly. Yeah.
No problem. Do you
sorry.
have anything to add to what our brother said? I believe you get him.
The in thing is, the truth remains politics is the way forward. That is the only way every group that is asking for a better Nigeria or to succeed, that's the only way to go about it. Now, if we shy away from politics, then we've only accepted to be tagged a criminal group by the government.
Yeah.
At least I'm not the most educated person in the world, but most Nigerians are well educated, well traveled, versatile, and they should begin to add their voice to educate people as well, not just Ijele. What do I mean by that? We know how it works elsewhere. What we are asking for is not just a walk in the park. Let me just use a different thing to give an example. There's a professional league in Nigeria called the Nigerian Football League. Nobody can stop Ijele from forming a football club. But before they can admit you to play in the season league, you have to meet certain requirements. If you do not meet that requirement, the Nigerian FA will not admit you into the league. It's as simple as ABCD. In a nutshell, there are international laws governing. Nobody can stop you from forming a country. But if your intention is to integrate, be accepted into the international community, be recognized, be given that status of a country, you have to do the legal thing. Another example, nobody is stopping anybody from impregnating a woman, declaring she's your wife. But your village will not recognize you traditionally as a married man. Even, we are Igbos, we have tradition. I want to use a different example. People can cohabitate. Cohabitating do not make you legally married under the law. Yes. For you to be legally married, you have to either follow the legal way and the traditional way. That is when, in the eyes of the law, they consider you a married person. Asking for a country, nobody stopping you. Causing a problem, annexing a region to yourself, nobody stopping you. But if your intention is to build a prosperous country, a country that can, integrate and do businesses and engage, have both multilateral and bilateral agreements with other nations, then follow the legal way, educate your followers, get involved in number one prerequisite, get involved in your local politics. That is the number one prerequisite. No matter the amount of demonstrations, be it wherever in the world, you are considered a useful noisemaker. That is why I want to end my contribution this morning. Thank you so much for all you're doing. Truth is sacrosanct. We cannot shy away from the truth. If saying the truth makes me a saboteur, I gladly receive that title of a saboteur. But then, those who are gaslighting the environment, they are doing this to the detriment of the young generation. People that are being killed today, they are the next billionaires. They can be the next inventors. Don't get me wrong. At a certain age, moreover, let's say juveniles or at that youthful exuberance, people can run with the wrong crowd. All these guys need is a redirection. They can become the next billionaire. They can become the next inventor. For the fact, as an Igbo person, Nigeria did not work for me. Do not give me the right to set it ablaze. It's working for someone else.
And setting ablaze the place you are starting from your own house.
That is it. It's working for someone else. Now, social media, we've seen the power of social media being put to good use. This guy from Nsukka that had first class in mathematics, that was farming, his video went viral. Today he's in America on scholarship. That can become the next Philip Emeagwali. You know? Now, that guy in Nigeria never worked for him. That is the simple truth. Most of us in diaspora, we left in the first instance because Nigeria wasn't working for us. Not like we have it all bed of roses down here. So why would you want to, destroy the future of generation because of your personal hatred for whatever reasons? That is my anger.
Thank you, my brother.
Let them encourage these guys, get into education, get into skills, encourage them, get into politics, begin to make that decision that can really turn their life around. In as much as you want to become a secessionist group, a pro-Biafran group, without the political mandate, you are not a political actor. You cannot, for example, just think about it, that most pro-Biafran group are in their local assemblies, passing laws that will have direct bearing on the lives of Ndiabia. For example, that every child will have access to free education. What stops Abia State government, House of Assembly from doing that? What stops Abia State, Ministry of Health or whatever, working, in conjunction with any foreign organization, introducing an insurance scheme to ensure that every indigene of Abia at a certain premium they can pay will have access to medical, facility when need be. Abia State, as entity, can enter into do they know that Abia State can go to World Bank and borrow loan? It has happened. What stops us from taking over? Thank you so much, and God bless you.
For your wonderful contribution. Let me bring someone else. Those who Henry Sheung, Henry, you've been Henry Sheung, your connection is very bad. Your connection is very bad. Let me bring Bright. Hello, Mr. Bright. You are welcome.
Hi guys, how are you guys doing?
We are fine, sir. Please, can you turn your phone to landscape? It will be better. It will make your face brighter.
Okay.
Yeah, better now.
Okay. Hi guys. You guys are doing well. Sorry, just give me 1 minute. Let me change.
No problem.
Can you hear me very well now?
I can hear you, sir. I can hear you.
Okay. Listen, my contribution today is just straightforward. I like what your colleague there said, and he has said it all. In all the countries he had mentioned, in all the country he had mentioned, everybody has a way of following the political structure to get what they want.
Yeah.
If you don't follow the political structure, then you can't get anything. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You cannot get anything. So, and for me, it's really, really important.
Hello, are you there? Oh, I think you have a connection problem there. No, he's not hiding his face. I think there is a problem with his stream. Bright, you will have to join us later. I think he's having a problem with the connection. Of course, with the talk sense here. Yeah, we stay on. Thank you. Like my people, everything is very clear. But see the problem of our people. We don't want to do the hard work. We don't want to, we've forgotten that when you want to build a home, you need to lay the foundation. Then from the foundation, you start laying the bricks. When it gets to a certain place, okay, a Emeka will be. Hello. Hello. Hello, good morning. Good morning. We can hear you.
If you're gonna make it be life for time.
Yes, my brother, I'm good with it.
My brother, ịma na ị na-arụ ezigbo ọrụ mana ndị mmadụ adịghị ekele gị n'ọrụ ị na-arụ. Ndị mmadụ adịghị ekele gị n'ọrụ ị na-arụ. M chọrọ ka m were opportunity agwụkwanụ ndebe anyị okwu because a sị that na arụsị kpakata ike agwụkwanụ ya osisi ejiri etu ya. So and what bekata nwe ya ahụekwanụ ihe obe wuru onwe ya. So ihe m na-ekwu okwu m chọrọ ịgba ndebe anyị today mụnwa ama ma topic iji ka ọ na ọ bụrụ topic iji bụtụ na ihe m chọrọ ịgba ndebe anyị today Nnamdị Kanu ebekatala nwe ya so ka ha nwekwanụ ihe obe wuru onwe ya. So okwu m na-ekwu ha were ji okwu kọtụọ this place wee jee rie ndị DOS ebe ọbụla ha nọ. Those criminals chinasaworu this thing. Ọwụhụ mmadụ pụta ọsị Nigerian gọọmenti bịa nye Nnamdị Kanu fair trial. But ha na-ejido mmadụ bere onye ahụ amụ adị enye onye ahụ fair trial. Ha na-ejido mmadụ gbaa mmadụ ọkụ adị enye onye ahụ fair trial. Jido mmadụ gbaa mmadụ ọkụ adị enye onye ahụ fair trial. But ha na-campaign jee nye Nnamdị Kanu fair trial. Dide Nnamdị Kanu si jee butere ya isi gọvanọ Wike ka fair trial onye na gọvanọ Wike. Dide Nnamdị Kanu si nga ọbụla ehuru gọvanọ Hope Uzodimma si kwugbuo ya ka fair trial onye na Hope Uzodimma. But ọ confirm osisi gbusie ha. Dide Nnamdị Kanu si ọ ya eje Abuja jee bute isi Buhari o mere fair trial onye na Buhari. So ihe a ihe people ga-ama. But I thank God today na federal government of Nigeria afaileala 7 point a ga-eji 7 point normal 7 point a ga-eji gbupụ ya gbuapụ ya isi is an idiot. So that is 7 point ahụ amaka. That is 7 point amaka ha were that is 7 point menye Nnamdị Kanu deserve hụ ka ya la mmadụ bịa na-akọ rubbish. Gịnị ka ọ na-eme? Okay, na ka anyị egodi gị ihe siri Nnamdị Kanu. History Nnamdị Kanu owugodi rubbish from school to London. The first house Nnamdị Kanu biri na London waziri ike kwụrụ ụgwọ ya. Nnamdị Kanu bi na nke nwaanyị onye Ghana na London.
Yes.
The first house o biri waziri ike kwụrụ ụgwọ ya. From there hijack ya hijack ya this radio Biafra waziri ike mere ihe. But o mere ajụjụ m na-ajụ ndebe anyị ọmakwa ihe. Waziri ike riri bribe si na nga pụta jụ na onye ekwu okwu Biafra. But after waziri ike pụtara na nga waziri ike mepere radio Biafra. So ọ bụrụ na waziri ike riri bribe wee si na nga ahụ pụta o wee jee mepee dati radio Biafra ka ebumnobi o jiri mepe ya. The same radio ahụ o mepere dati radio ahụ ka ejizi na-akparị ya n'oriri bribe. So ọ bụrụ na waziri ike riri bribe wee si na nga pụta o nwere ike iche mee echiche ka o jee mepee radio Biafra. So ndebe anyị adị ajụ ajụjụ and then Nnamdị Kanu gbara ha sị ha because you people don't ask question that why make you people fool. Now DOS anaghị ajụ such a question. This waziri ike a isi riri bribe and this is the same waziri ike abịa mepee radio Biafra ka ezi ebumnobi o jiri mepee ihe and o redio o mepere ka anyị ji akpọ ya onye osi. Now listen, waziri ike rụrụ many things n'ala Igbo. Waziri ike rụrụ hotels. People nwee workers na-arụ ọrụ na that hotels na-akwụ those people ụgwọ. Then waziri ike rụrụ schools. Nwee teachers, nwee student that place. Waziri ike rụrụ veteran house.
some people emerụsịrị ahụ during the war ọ na-efidi ha na-enye ha nri. Now ego niile a na-atụrụ Nnamdi Kanu atụbeghị kwọta. Ego a na-atụrụ Nnamdi Kanu atụbeghị kwọta of that money to Wazirike, and Wazirike a na-arụsị all these things ọ na-arụ. Then these people know they ask question. Ka reason Wazirike agaghị ga na-enye ego a na-enye Nnamdi Kanu ji arụ ọrụ, because ihu Wazirike rụrụ the life. When you ije n'Imo steeti ọkwa Igbo onye Imo steeti jee Owerri Wazirike dị nseni na Owerri ị ga-afụ ihe Wazirike rụrụ life. Wazirike rụrụ Ojukwu Memorial House which ije dị ifu ya life, ije dị ifu ya life. So ihe niile a bụ ihe Wazirike rụsịrị ndị Igbo. Ọ n'ọrụ ya personal nke onwe ya, but at least ahụ ya n'ọrụ ya arụ. But Nnamdi Kanu ego niile
he built them in Igbo land. The people that work there are Igbos, they got paid. The people that are working in the establishment are getting paid. They are all Igbos and the money is still in the land. Onye nke anụ abụije go nọ na Swiss cottage buru nwaanyị gbada agba private jet yi efe ntị. Onye bịa kwụrụ ndị be anyị ka mụ nke na-agba. Hello? Hey, I think. Oh. We'll have somebody. Let me add another person. My people, don't be offended if you are not hearing Igbo. But I love people to express themselves in a language they can. My brother, welcome, sir. KBK. Is it Kabaka?
Ijele one.
My brother, how are you?
I greet you specially. And with that, I did declare you the president of the youth of Nigeria. You are the president of the youth. So you see, I want to appreciate you, Jele, because of the work you have been doing. This morning, I watched that Master Prophet. I see the format where they bring again now. If they bring one format, they say whether easy dream, whether not the one way it don't pass and not the one way it won't happen. Now, either they see say, Una Dukanu way he marry a younger sister, if I say they go kill her in future. So you see format where they give all those monkey, because most of these IPOB are people where they support all these people that their brain, they don't pause her, they're not the user. When I listened to Master Prophet this morning, I caught a laugh. The most people will be say you they easily make fool of now IPOB. Very easy to make fool of them. And that prophet now in the next 1 month, Master Prophet go say, after he don't watch Nigeria news yesterday, say that don't give Nnamdi Kanu 7 charges of terrorists this thing. Now make a come out this morning, quick break that prophecy now. So after 1 month, he go say he don't fit them. You see the way that they manipulate IPOB people. So I really appreciate you for the good work you are doing. Make you continue. You know, now people like you, they make us they support Showere. Before Showere, the very day when you reach Nigeria, I see you with Showere. I know say Showere has come from day one. But the day I saw you with Showere, that's the day I start supporting Showere before Showere finally fool itself. So as Nigeria is concerned, and only you be person what we see now, my brother, make you not change. Continue.
I will never, my brother.
I
will never.
Specially.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much, Ebosele. Thank you, my brother, for a wonderful contribution. Yeah, thanks. Like some people would be saying, like what our brother said now about Moele Showore. When till date, I still believe that the federal government should withdraw every case against Moele Showore. Yeah, but that being said, Showore has sold himself out. He goes without saying. He has sold himself out, and all of these things started doing NSAS. Like tomorrow now, I will do a program on NSAS. Shegun Segalinks, when he started the NSAS movement, we were the very first people that started it. In fact, my own Twitter account was boosting his posts. Then he had like, let's say, I think around 2013, he has maybe relatively healthy number of followers, but then my account was like 11,000. And when I'm talking about 11,000 followers, it was like active followers. By then, I had more than 10 blue checks. And I'm talking about top journalists following me then. And I was using that thing to push it. What was our goal? To stop police brutality, all these things SARS and there are other branches of the Nigerian police are doing. We wanted it to stop, not to remove the security apparatus entirely or anything. But when you saw NSAS happen, it was a color revolution. I saw it. People contacted me and wanted me to join NSAS. In fact, I was even offered money. I turned it down. Like now, look at what the police did at Kogi State, where they were extorting that guy. Someone from this page made that the Inspector General of Police to take action. He is here. He may be watching now, or he will watch later. I don't want to expose his name. He will be here. Some of you will be even insulting him. You don't know who he is. He took that to the IG. Immediately, those people were arrested. And I'm still hampering on the issue of all these criminals that call themselves policemen along the Ore-Bini Expressway. What is happening there is an eyesore. People are being robbed broad daylight. Daylight robbery is going on there. I can't support such a thing, but that doesn't mean that I would want the security that protects ordinary people to be removed. No. And all these people, when people are making noise about something, check whether they are looking for solution or they are seeking power. Showore has gone from seeking solution to inflaming an already burning situation. He is just making a bad condition worse. And this is just my issue with him. I wish him all the best in every good endeavor he's embarking on or is going to embark on in the future. But what I wouldn't do is to support anything that would just be for noise sake, to favor this one. Listen, if a PDP president takes power tomorrow, if I know what I will do to make the country go forward, if I have any suggestion, if I have any plan, I will still draft it and give it to them. Now, whether they will act upon it is up to them. It's up to them. Mine is not to burn the place, is to fix it because we have no other place but here. Okay? Okay? We have no other place but here. Look at what's happening around the world. I agree to my brother, my fellow Fulani. Look at what's happening around the world. Do you know if we had security in this country, most Nigerians in the USA, in the UK, in other European countries, they will be back home now. And coming back home means money flowing into Nigeria. All those funds there, they will now be forced to invest here. In Nigeria, we are at the infrastructure stage. This is how you develop a country. It's from infrastructure. When you build infrastructure, then industries will come in. When industries are coming in, that is what industrialization means. Okay? This is what industrialization means. And when industrialization happens, you see people moving from poverty to working class, from working class to the middle class. Then you see the middle class becoming like mega rich. Everything will be flowing. This is how to make a society work. It is not by prayers. Prayer cannot build a country. Show me one country that prayer built. There is none. You don't build a country by prayer. You don't build a country by miracle. Okay? You don't. You have to follow the law of nature. Okay? You have to follow the laws of nature and nothing more. Mine is not to go and fight. I don't fight power. No. I try to make sure that power is wielded the right way for the common man. Hey, I am a working class kid. I grew up in a working class home. My father worked with NEPA before it was changed to PSCN. Up until then, it was privatized and people were sent out. People lost high-paying jobs. Okay? People lost high-paying jobs, and this is why you saw poverty from 2000, and let's say after 2014, 15, 16, by 2017, all those funds disappeared because most of the things we are consuming, we are imported. We are consuming finished products. We are not building. So all those funds that those people were given when they were retrenched went back to China. They went back to Indonesia. They went back to Cambodia. They went back to Vietnam. Why would a country like Nigeria be having a trade deficit with any country? Tell me. Okay? Tell me. Obum Charles, I thought we did, but then only time exposed everything. We then knew where everyone stood. I've never received any money other than somebody, I will not mention his name, that gave me $10,000. I think it was around June, July. I don't have these things I'm doing it for free. For free. Everything I did for Showere, free of charge. I never even asked them for a dime. Everything. And some people were thinking that I was so close to Showere that he's paying me. Paying me for what? Paying me for what? Do I need you to pay me to offer my knowledge to the society? No. No. I don't. You don't need to pay me to do all that. You don't need to pay me to do all that. Never. Okay, when they first arrested Nnamdi Kanu the last time, when they first arrested Nnamdi Kanu the last time they arrested him, I was making videos. How do you think these bingos knew who I am? How did they know me? Eh? How did they know me? I was broadcasting saying this guy should be left alone. The court said you should free him. Unbeknownst to me, the guy was running away from his people he collected defense funds from. It was from that defense fund that they gave Master Prophet $2,000 to marry the younger sister who has no womb. Yes, ask her. They botched an abortion. The person that took her to that place is called Amazing EJD. And they know that one has become Ijebu. She has become Ijebu. That was why they hung her on Master Prophet. $2,000. They even paid Master Prophet to marry her. We didn't know that. We didn't know. And because I always fight for the small guy, that was why I was calling for him to be released. The court said he should release him. Then we didn't know all these things. We didn't even know that they were killing people, even killed people who were supposed to stand as witnesses there. Unlike now that you have thousands of people that are willing to witness against him. In fact, the biggest witness against Nnamdi Kanu is Nnamdi Kanu. The biggest witness against Nnamdi Kanu. You just need to play every broadcast he made during Texas. Amended charges back, kill army, make a Molotov cocktail, wait for their vehicle, ambush them, do this. What do you call that? And all those things happened. So why are we deceiving ourselves? Why are we deceiving ourselves? So, my people, thank you so much for being a part of the program this wonderful morning. I hope we've done justice to it. Maybe I will come later in the evening and share some knowledge with us. And we are going to start, like we titled this about the Anambra election, but we touched so many things. So many people don't even know the story about slavery and how it worked. And back to what I said then, the aristocrats that were working with the British monarchy then, go and check them. Their children are the ones you see in the parliament today, and they are the prime ministers in the UK, they are the senators in the USA, they are the corporations that control all the trade and commerce of today. Go and check. David Cameron, didn't the family own slaves? Now go and check Tony Blair. Check each and every one of them. The same people. And this is the type of education we should be giving our people. There is no reason the dollar should be killing the naira. Never. Okay? Somebody said, did you hear what Prince Darlington said about you and the traitor? 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes. Get me the tape, please. Okay? Get me the tape. If you have the clip, just get me the clip. Find the time he said it. Let me even make an example out of it. Get me that clip. Get me that clip. Let me deal with him. I think he shared a foolish idiot that came back from Senegal with nothing and just there fooling himself. Name me here Biafra. Umokoko. Just get me that one. He will just disappear. He will just disappear in a matter of minutes. Does he think we've forgotten his sins? Don't we know his crimes? If he wants to end up worse than he comes up, let him be doing what all those useless women in America are telling him, and he will just disappear like this. He will disappear like this. And they go for I'll leave all those people. Thank you, my people, for being a part of the program this morning. I hope to come back in the evening for another wonderful, explosive edition. Thank you, everyone. Bye.